Welcome, everybody, to Beyond the Abyss. We are going to start today's session by answering some questions from the Beyond the Abyss question, the Buta question channel in Discord. So let's just go down the line. You all can pipe in whenever you want. Starting with, in the 2 weeks they've been gone, has the cast submitted their secret forms? Not
Shit.
everybody.
I'm sorry. I'll do that. I forgot.
I
You have
keep
outed
I
yourself.
keep forgetting to. It's fine. Look, the sooner you
I
get them to
forgot. I'll
me,
do
the
it.
more
I'll do
I
it.
can fuck with you on an emotional level because it's
Yeah, no,
basically
no.
giving me little tools. Okay.
That's my bad.
Do they have fiendish vineyards in Zelatar? I think so. I think so. I think there would be some like vineyards within the city on because the city's on a hill and like maybe some demonic vintner is growing some grapes being radiated by the dark moon. We should come up with a name for the dark moon. I feel like it would have a colloquial a word.
Common name.
Was Dane a Tots in his youth? Tots is Templar of the Sun. No, because Tots, Templars of the Sun, are not from Zelatar. They are from the City of God, aka
Fuck that guy.
Waterdeep. Not much is
Oh,
known about
which is
them.
the one that we just talked about, right?
Hmm.
Okay, okay, okay.
They are a little sprinkling of what might be. Okay, back in session 10, Dane's new devil assigned partner called him Finn. Different guy, different name, or is it the devil's Christian name? What kind of devil is he? Havatula Gelugon. Okay, so Mr.
Witherbane?
Yeah, what did I name him? Weathervane. It's Finn Weathervane, and he's a tiefling,
Hey,
just like he's
He's
just a
hot.
citizen.
Sounds hot.
Finn Weathervane, same guy. Is just our first time meeting him. He's very professional. How would Esther have an orgy in the bodies of the slain losers? Well, she would open said bodies, splay them out, create a little tent, and do things, probably.
I could make her a meat suit.
She's going to do things that are against our
US?
yeah, that I cannot get
Okay.
into too many details. In my imagination, it's just like the worst stuff, like really graphic, not doesn't need explanation. Let your mind fill in the blanks. Is Rowan a fox, hengeyokai, or a werefox, or a dragon? Rowan was a we haven't revealed too much about his backstory, but I guess what I can reveal is he is nothing that is established in Forgotten Realms. He and his family suffer a blood curse that make them appear as foxes. For behind the scenes stuff, when we first were talking about playing Buta, we were we were playing with the idea of running it within Pathfinder, which is why Tiskar is an oracle that is a Pathfinder class that we found a 5e version for. Rowan was going to be a kitsune.
Totally. I knew the moment he was a fox. I was like, that's exactly what he is. Thank you for
Right, and kitsunes
thank you.
in
Feel vindicated.
Pathfinder are very shy. They have like a mortal guise. They don't like to reveal themselves to just anybody. So we took that and then we altered that because I'm like, kitsunes aren't really a thing in Forgotten Realms, but we can create something. So he is a unique thing. Okay, what are the Tots' motivation for participating in the tournament? Street cred, making a point. Ajani said they're too pious for brothels. What does he think? What do the Tots think of the sacrifice for Gratz? That's a great question that you should definitely explore. What the fuck are some Tots doing here? Like, that's kind of odd. It's odd that they're here.
You can't send the sex worker. It's gonna be a no.
They're just gonna try to save you.
Oh, yes, please, big, strong, save me into bed.
Okay, those are all of our questions. Let's go over to our recap poem. This is by Gabriel. Beneath the carpet, their faintest trace of fiery death in Dane's folks' place. Though Rowan bemoans his clan's disgrace, few care when he reveals his fox face. Chosen Colette arrives at ML, seduced by Eris, en naturel. Hale trades with a Johnny, sweat for greens. TNR trysts twice, henny peens. Dane meets Weathervane, a new devil chum. Their quarry, Blackwater, debtor scum. The chosen of Gratz at the pillar proclaims the loser's prize. Be killer. Gaius balks, but Esther has powers. Disguised boys flee, spook to the clock tower. Thea, busy, says Esther is whack. Don't like her plans? Go on the attack. Soon the Kenku will be my new thrall. I take her body, I rule it all. Eris checks Gaius. He's been charmed. She casts no spell to save him from harm?
God!
Dismissed out of doors, the guys assess many bad fates they need to address. Johnny eats love, Esther eats home, Thea eats bird. Pandemonium. Thank you so much, Gabriel. Your poem recaps are the best.
Beautiful.
Okay. I was going to start us on the next day unless any of you had a thing you needed to do.
If you start me the next day, I'm just gonna go find him. So it is your call.
Okay, then let's start on the next day because I also want to bring Rinzig, who wasn't here. So Rin, yesterday the tournament actually started. And so all Rin knows is you've been busy. Let's say you've just been like nose down working in the workshop. But this is day 2 of the tournament. So if you want to do stuff and meet the other people or watch, like, you can now like join in. But since Eris knows what she's going to do, Eris, it's the next day.
Why don't I have a character token?
You don't?
No.
No.
What the fuck?
You don't love me anymore?
I didn't move it. I don't know what happened.
Yay. There I am.
There you are. You don't love me anymore. What do you mean?
I am going to get up early.
Okay.
So Eris doesn't need to sleep that long. She kind of just powers. She doesn't really sleep. She just kind of powers down-ish for 6 hours. So at the 6-hour mark, she gets up and she is going to a market in the morning to get fresh groceries, a bunch of like breakfast foods, and then we are going to Dane and Danica's house.
Okay. I feel like all of those little shopping opportunities would take place here. Oh, I need to get rid of all these motherfuckers. This is the street level of Mother's Love. And there's all kinds of, it's like an open market. You're able to get some fresh veggies. It's a little bit hard pickings because a lot's going on. There's more customers than usual. But yeah,
She will pay extra
you get your stuff.
to get stuff.
You get your stuff and you head over to Dane and Danica's. Dane is not home. Dane is working through the night doing his collection shit. Danica is passed out on the couch.
So it's like maybe 7 o'clock is when there's like a little knock, knock, knock on the door.
There's like a pause of silence and then a thud and then an ow. 1 minute.
Do you require assistance?
No. I'm good. And then the door swings open. Danica is still in her work clothes. Her hair is frizzed out. Her mascara is like all mucked up. Like some of it's like rubbed against her cheek, and she's like holding her head because she just like fell off the couch and bumped her head.
I put a hand on her head and I give her a healing hand, like a hit point.
Oh, wow, thanks. It's usually me who does the healing. What would I give for some powers like yours?
Well, you could always be a paladin and just believe in something really, really, really hard.
Huh. Like what?
Uh, I, I, I don't know. You should ask Dane.
Yeah. Dan used to believe in something really hard. It's not going well.
Yeah, same.
Oh.
I brought lots of groceries,
Oh.
and I will make breakfast while you go and clean yourself up.
Oh. Okay, come on in. The place
And
is a
she will.
bit messy. You can tell she hasn't had the time to keep up with everything, and she'll
I shoo her into the bathroom.
yeah, she goes in there and she'll be in there for maybe like 30 minutes.
While she's in there, I've started breakfast and I've started cleaning up. So she'll come out to a nice place. I said I would help, so she's gonna help.
She's like, "Oh, this is too much. Oh, you don't have to." Um,
No, but Dane asked for help, so I'm going to help.
oh. Have you seen him?
I saw him last night. I think he's working.
Oh. Yeah.
Because he's very tough and very manly and always needs to work.
Yep. That's my brother. Oh, yeah, I've been working late too. I only got home a couple of hours ago.
As I as I slide over some eggs and toast and bacon to her, I'm like, "How much time do you spend with Gaius?"
Oh, not a lot. Do you mean oh, he just walks me home, and just checks on me when I'm working to make sure that the gladiators are being respectful and not crossing any boundaries. We don't spend alone time at all.
Uh-huh. Okay, eat something. You don't have to panic. It's just us here, and I
She's
won't tell
like
Dane.
she's bright
I'd rather
red.
watch him squirm.
Yeah. Cheers.
Have you noticed anything different about him lately?
Well, to be honest, I haven't seen him since that terrible dinner.
It was a lovely dinner. Dane has very bad manners, but we will break him out of it. I promise.
But, well, yeah, to answer your question, both of us have been really, really busy. Tournament started last night, and I've just, been putting bones back into place and stitching up holes.
Does this fulfill you? Does this uh, that does not sound like something someone so innocent should be doing.
Innocent.
Hmm. So unbroken by the world.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't like seeing people hurt. It's satisfying and fulfilling to ease their pain and to make them better. And I'm good at it. It's the
Eh,
only thing I'm good at, so in a world like
Incorrect.
this, well,
I won't hear any of that talk from you.
well, then it's the only thing I'm good at that puts food on the table.
I will accept this answer. But you will not have to worry for food. I will bring it. And she, again, there's like adding food to her plate.
It's piling up faster than she can eat it. And she's kind of like awkwardly playing with her utensil in the food. And she's like, I really appreciate your help, but I don't want to be a charity case. I want to mean something and bring
You
value to our
will.
community.
You will. Just because someone helps you doesn't mean that you're a charity case. I think that means you're friends, right? If you have people that you rely on and they rely on you, that means you're friends.
Yeah, we're friends. And then she finally stabs the piece of food that she's been playing with and
There's a very happy like actual that's what Eris does. I would make a request of you though.
yeah, what's up?
I noticed something odd with Gaius last night,
Oh,
and I think I need to see him today to see if I can fix it.
what's wrong?
I look around
She
and then
looks
I lean
around
in.
too.
Yeah, and then I lean in. I go, please don't tell Dane that I am telling you this because he will yell at me.
I don't tell Dane a lot of things, so.
Oh, perfect. That's how it should be. They're at the tournament last night. They're
Hmm?
doing some sort of ritual, something to sanctify Rosewood. I don't like the way that sounds. I tried to talk to Gaius about it, but when I did, it looked like it physically hurt him inside.
Wait, are you talking about the losers? I noticed that everyone who came in that had lost had a mark.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have time to question it, but it was odd.
Gaius is unhappy with it. I can see it, but he won't say anything because he's scared or he can't.
Well, Gaius isn't really the religious type, ritualistic stuff. I don't think he likes it. He used to be a gladiator out in the Blood Plains before he came to Zelatar with his family.
Hmm.
I think he
So she knows.
was forced to fight against his will, so he's kind of a stickler about stuff like that.
I think he is being forced to do something against his will right now.
Mm,
I was thinking maybe I could try and remove a curse,
yeah. Um,
but I have to get to him, and he did not like me talking to him last night.
oh, what time is it? He's probably in his barracks right now or in his office, if I had to guess.
Perhaps he might like a breakfast delivered to him.
She gets a little
Made from Danica, of course.
she gets a little pink. Now, why would he want a breakfast from me?
Oh, who could say? I mean, I could. I am a companion bot.
Oh, we've never um we haven't even
Not yet.
talked. I can show you where his office is.
I will put together a box. You eat.
Okay. She
And I make him a very nice box that looks like it was made by Danica.
she's acting like the high school girl who doesn't want anybody to know who she may or may not have a crush on because it sounds horrifying. Um, but she'll just keep eating and you can see
While
she's
she
just like
eats, I do her hair. She gets a little like it's like a little fancy like braided back updo. So I'm like, oh, so pretty.
she's like, I don't know what you're doing to me, but okay. While you're doing that, let's cut over to before they before Eris and Danica meet with Gaius, does Hale or Rin want to do anything?
Rin will, while he's working in his workshop, propose to Hank and be like, Hank, you've been working pretty steadfastly for me on lots of things. How about we take a break and go watch the Gladiator Pit tournament, day 2, as a day of relaxing.
He like leans back and he puts little eye drops in from the that Danica had made from him from the eyes that you supposedly harvested while out in the ruined city. And then he goes,
Let me get me eyes. I will take them for him.
yeah, I reckon that might be a nice idea. I haven't seen a spectator event in quite a while. Certainly, my foot's feeling better. My eyes are feeling better. Sure, son. Let's go. He'll get his best hat. It's like a 10-gallon hat. And put on a little jacket. And yeah, he'll accompany you. Now, you know the fights aren't going to start until the evening time. We are probably still about 8 in the morning. Is there anything you would like to do? So I know that that's your plan, is to take him once fights start. Is there anything you want to do in between that time, or anyone you want to talk to, or anyone you want to have a scene with?
No, I think Rin's just gonna wait until the nighttime, just continue working in
Oh,
his
bitch, I'm
workshop.
coming to you later.
Okay. Hale, what are you up to?
Hale wants to talk to Aru very briefly. He's gonna wait until his roommate has left for work before. Yeah.
She goes out shopping. She's like, I'm gonna go get some groceries. See ya later.
Okay. You do you. All right.
You do you.
Shut up, bitch.
I'm so glad we're friends. Anyway.
Oh, Tatea.
Aru. You said you wanted to work with me on projects.
As soon
right?
as those words leave your lips, Aru, who was like tucked in some corner, immediately is sat right in front of you. Just, yeah.
You know of anything that we can do to get either a possession or a domination effect removed from someone? I'm not certain which one it is.
Remove curse?
I think it might be a little bit more involved than that because it's she's living, or she's taken over her spawn, Julius.
Oh.
I would like for Julius to come back.
Oh, possession. Well, it depends on the kind of possession. Well, if you kill the body, her soul will not be able to cling to it anymore, but I don't think you want to kill the body. But she would know that.
Absolutely.
You could almost kill the body and have another vessel ready to transfer.
What kind of vessel?
Oh, it could be anything. Could be another person. It could be a properly prepared magical object that would need to have several rituals cast on it before to make sure it's stable enough to contain such a soul. It depends on what you want. What are your goals? Are you trying to destroy the spirit? Are you trying to help her soul? Do you want to trap her, or do you want to enable her? Do you want her to have power after you move her, or do you want her to be benign?
That's a lot of questions.
It's a complicated matter.
That, yes. I would like for her to, first and foremost, I would like for her to be out of Julius. I don't think Julius would be particularly happy if we kill her or trap her or any of the more
Oh, to be a spawn.
aggressive.
Such a complicated relationship with one's oppressor. Sorry, master.
Both are valid. Uh, so what would I need to gather for this? Also, I assume you have an idea of how this spell would work. I have not learned any of this, but
Yeah, I could think about it. We could find it depends. If you need to find a new vessel. If that's a person or if that is a magical object. Person is a little bit less complicated with the magic side of things. However, it's more morally complicated because
morals are not an issue here.
Okay, so if we don't care that someone else is going to lose their soul, then sure, just whatever body you want to stick it in. You will have to weaken it enough in case there's a bit of a fight so that they don't have the ability to fight, or convince them to accept it if that's something that they want. If you find a already dead body, you are going to need to stabilize it. You don't want it to rot. If you choose a vessel, an inanimate object, then we do need to find some spells to strengthen it so that it is powerful enough to hold onto the soul. You might need to ask your artificer friend for some help there. I know artificers are pretty good with magical objects. It just depends on really what you want to do. In the meantime, I wouldn't mention it to her because she could then defend herself if she knows what's happening. Unless she wants to, be transferred. If you can convince her that whatever you're moving her soul to is a better option than her spawn, then you could try to do that. I think she would look really cute in a doll.
Sorry.
I'll check with Mother if she has a Fia-shaped doll. I don't know what she was up to. But that aside, I have one more separate project for you. Or rather, a discussion.
Mm-hmm.
Fia said that she wanted to make a body. Is it possible? Or is it possible to return oneself to their original body?
He eyes you up and
Rebuild the original
down.
body?
Ew. Oh, it's possible. It's tricky. Many parts, many moving parts might require some experimentation. But if you want a new body, specifically one that resembled your former self, I imagine?
I want my body back.
Oh. I mean, it could look like your body. Well, you know what? And then it starts pacing around you. And then sniffs at your bones. The blueprints that make you you would exist still if these are your original bones.
They, as far as I know, are.
Well, we could take a sample and isolate the DNA and imprint it onto other tissues harvested from other donors, transmuting them back into your original flesh. We might need some chronomancy to reverse the death rotting process. We might have to cast additional spells to make sure that you don't decay. Yeah. It's definitely possible.
And with that will be the project that I want to work on. And you will help me.
Oh, I would love to. I haven't worked on a project in hundreds of years. Do we need to craft the spell, or do we need to find it? Or do you know one?
I don't know one, so I suppose we need to make one.
All right.
I don't want to become a lich, so
No.
that's not the direction I'm
Look,
going. So we'll
as much
we'll
as
make a
I
new
love
one.
doing magic, lichdom is a bit past what I'm willing to do. No offense. Also, they are very ugly.
One of the main reasons I don't want to be one, but
Agreed. Yeah, let's go through that little spell book that you took from the repository and see if we can't find some relative components for a spell. We are definitely going to have to mix and match a few things, try to it's like baking a cake, but you have scraps of different recipes.
I've never baked a cake.
Oh. Okay. Are we going to practice on a specimen?
Can we
If
get a
we make a
5%
specimen?
boost on hail? I think that's for sound.
Wait, what? What, Jess?
Oh, am I sorry? Am I really quiet?
Yeah, can you get a 5%
sorry.
boost on hail?
Okay, no, that's fine. I'll just be closer.
We would
I
need
would
something
like to
that's
keep this
dead.
a secret, though.
Oh. Well, you're the
So
only one I
leaving
talk
a
to.
trail. Well, leaving a trail of expended specimens is not exactly ideal.
I mean, we could just find a rat. Do you guys not experiment on rats anymore?
It's kind of mundane.
Okay, then we'll just do it on
Also,
you.
I'm not
What's
a
the
rat.
worst that could happen? You're already dead.
That's very true. I need to go talk to Mother very briefly, though.
All right, I will take a nap. And then I'm going to look through your little spell book and see what we can find. If not, we might have to take a trip back to the repository.
Well, I mean, there were plenty of interesting things there. Couldn't
Yeah.
exactly spend the time to go sightseeing before.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bless
Whatever.
you. Who was that?
It's probably somebody who lives above us. I forget who.
All right, so Aru's gonna give you like a little excitable head nudge, like a cat does, and then stretch. Their wings go, and then they go and lay down on Tatea's bed.
Not to okay. All right. Hale will head out after giving Aru like a little bit of a chin scratch, and then go look for Mother, bringing the perfume with him.
Mother is in her office. It's early, so she's doing her paperwork, not on the floor. It's the morning crowd. The day girls are on shift. And yeah, you knock on her door and she'll say, "Come in." She'll sit up. She'll take her little reading glasses off. Hale, how can I help you?
The deal that I made and signed.
Oh! Ooh, do you want to read? You got it. No shit. Ah, come here, come here. Let us see.
And Hale will walk closer and hand it to her.
She'll take it and she'll start inspecting it. She'll barely lift the cork and very good, very good. I suppose I owe you a little polymorph. Okay.
Not so much just what we
Well,
agreed on.
Yes. Now it is a temporary transformation, unfortunately. Is this when you want it, or do you want to cash in at a more better time? Ah, I have an idea. And she is going to like stand up, go to her wardrobe, pull out some kind of like magical scrolls and inks and parchments, and she pulls out a seal shaped tag very similar to the ones hanging on her horns, She sits down and she takes out this ink, places it down, and then she pulls out, and then she starts writing, almost very calligraphic. I will make you a seal. Now, you must use this within 3 days. The spell will last for 8 hours. How tall are you? Okay. And, yes, okay. Medium, tall. And as she takes it, she lets it dry. And she slowly hands it to you. Slap that on your forehead. When you're ready.
Now?
No, when you're ready. 8
I just have to
hours,
check.
you will look and feel and smell and sound like a living humanoid, undistinguishable from those who are living among us.
Do we know what kind of humanoid?
Human.
Oh,
Sorry,
that's so boring.
I don't know Drow by heart.
I thought you did.
Look, you and Julius are the closest to the Underdark I have been, surprisingly.
No fun visitors then, I suppose. Anyway, I will hold on to this then.
Enjoy.
There are no other hidden catches to our deal, correct?
No, I believe it is complete. You did very, very well. I'm not even going to ask how you got it.
You were surprised that I got it. What? Did you not trust that I could do it?
I thought you would get
Am I
bored.
not competent?
It's not competence. It's you. Do not take this the wrong way. You tend to lose interest and take 2-week-long naps. And I understand that depression is one hell of an experience. And there's nothing wrong with the state of things. I mean, you have lived through a regime change. And that has to be very hard. And for any beings who outlive their own family members, that's very difficult. And so I understand why you would prefer to spend your days asleep. So I don't exactly expect you to keep a focus on anything longer than a few days. So I'm just surprised and happy that you've seemed to have found the motivation to get out of bed. And you look nice. You've been taking care of yourself, actually.
Thank you for noticing. But last question. Do you happen to have a... I know you were close with Fia. Do you happen to have a memento of her?
A memento.
A doll, perhaps?
A memento mori.
That is oddly specific, and it is actually a little insane because I actually do have one, and I have no idea how you would have clocked that. It's more like it was a gift from Fia. Everyone's bringing up Fia these days. It's like they're trying to hurt me. First Eris, now you.
I am not bringing up to hurt you. I wish to help Julius.
Julius has been odd, hasn't he? He's not himself.
No,
Eris
he
had
really
this
isn't.
crazy accusation that Fia was in Julius, and I thought that was not a very funny joke, especially to bring up now when I am up to my earlobes in work. It's so unlike her. Why would she?
It is.
Anyways,
Tail!
It is not a joke.
what do you mean?
She is... Hale will take Julius's necklace that he's been carrying with him. You remember this? It was always around his neck.
Yes, that once belonged to Fia, and I had assumed that he was just holding on to it to remember her by.
Yes and no. Fia was in the necklace. And Fia is now out of the necklace and in Julius. I will
Mind
not force you to
shielding?
believe us. That's the closest sort of magic I can.
I owe Eris an apology. Why hasn't Fia come to me?
She's
think
been
she
fucking
wants to
squeaking outside your goddamn room, bitch.
I think she wants to keep you safe. Is what she said.
Something had been very wrong with her before she died. We got in a fight days before it happened. I told her to drop the nonsense. She hasn't been herself.
I would like for you to keep it a secret that you now believe me regarding this, because I would like Fia to cooperate as much as possible.
Cooperate. Wait, the doll. You're going to move her.
Yes.
Into a doll.
Please. Temporarily, until we can secure a proper body, unless you would like for her to be in Darkstar.
That's a bit morbid.
Well, she seems the most willing.
I don't think Fia would appreciate being put into her feeder.
No, but I really don't want her in Julius. And her current plans are less than ideal.
She's still on about the stone, isn't she?
She may or may not have found the other stone.
Oh? That is interesting. What?
Mother, I can only say so much. It has been less than cooperative. I really only care that Julius is fine. But other things have come up, and her plans with the stone and what it did.
I see. No, don't tell
are-
me anymore. The more I know, the more complicated this can be, at least for now. And then she turns around, goes back to her wardrobe, and she pulls out a little bunny plushie, a little rabbit holding a blue rose. She won this for me one time years ago.
This
That was cute.
actually incredibly adorable. I'm surprised you have kept. This does not fit your image. I'm so sorry.
Yes, I thought it was actually quite cringe, but sweet at the same time. You said she found a stone.
Yes.
I see. Well, we definitely don't want her to be in Julius for too long, or else the poor boy's soul will be lost forever. We can find a more permanent solution. But for now, this has enough of her essence and memory. Magic has memory. The closer an item is to the person, the more potent the magic. So,
That's why I thought to ask you. Unfortunately, since Fia is
You
in
will
Julius, I can't really
be-
ask him.
also, my history with Fia is not anyone else's business.
I have said nothing to
Good.
anyone else. You
Good.
should be warning Dane about that.
I'm going to.
Oh yeah, also I brought this back, and he pulls out the pinup poster that he has actually had from Thea's.
She goes bright red, snatches it from you. Like, you
Wait,
tell.
did Dane have a pinup of mom? Of mummy? Of
No, no,
mother?
no, no. Thea had a pinup of
Of
mother.
mother. Love this.
Get out.
Yes, mother. Elle's gonna leave.
I enjoyed that. Writing that down.
Gabriel is shaming us in the chat. Um, we all read the recaps.
We all read
There's
the
just a
recap.
lot of shit happens.
Yes.
Girl, I've been here 10 sessions, okay? I read the recaps, I take my notes, okay? I have a sift for a
Jess,
brain.
you are doing great.
You're doing great.
You
yeah.
are doing amazing. All right. Rin, would you like to do anything before I bounce back to Eris?
Rin's going to, while he's working in his lab, basically, he's going to want to revisit the site where they battled the other disciple of Dagon.
Okay, so you're going to Danica's special secret place.
Yes,
Okay. Is it just you?
it's just gonna be me.
Okay. You head down. It's actually quite beautiful down here. The sound, the chatter and roaring of the city kind of like fades as you drop below onto the sandy beach, the city like above.
Rin's gonna slowly approach the water and kind of peer down into it. And he's gonna recall kind of like that thirst he had for diving into the ocean, but he doesn't feel that now. And he's going to look in and go, Dagon. What a strange name. And he's gonna like kind of start like poking at the water to see if it like sucks him in or does anything.
The water remains still, but the inky, it looks, when it's dormant, it look, the bruise where Oscar attached itself to you just looks like a bruise or a staph infection where it goes up like your veins. You feel it like kind of burn as you say that name. It draws you to take your eyes and follow like the water out into the bay that the city surrounds, and then beyond the bay where the open ocean is. It's far, but you can see from where you're standing.
Well, wherever this fella is, I'm gonna have to be real careful about being around this water. I get this feeling I'm being watched. And he's gonna kind of slowly back away from the water and like, oh, that's right. Danica is around here. I should I should pay her a visit.
You make your way back. I'd say as you like leave the secret place, the camera like zooms out to the open ocean, and then like the water starts bubbling just a little bit, almost like air bubbles are being released. Um, you head back up. Danica actually lives just down the street from you. You guys live in the same tenements, just different units. You walk by Tizkar and Rowan's place. You hear the sound of a bed slamming against a wall rhythmically, and then you make
Oh
it
my.
to Danica's door.
Nice. Let me write that in my notes.
Sorry,
Hard rolling,
sorry,
puffy.
Retsu.
They having them passionate relations.
You can hear it from outside.
It's like the bed is against the wall that's facing the sidewalk, and you just hear
Dong,
bum
dong,
bum.
dong,
bum.
Now the
That's
next
why-
penis.
That's why I'm on a different level than them.
When you arrive at Danica's, I'm gonna say Danica is finishing up her meal, and Eris is sitting there. And
Oh, I have, by the way, made a meal for Dane and left it packed up and on the table.
it's in the oven just so he can.
Yeah,
He
it's
is-
like there's like a note. I've also gone and like made his fucking bed.
You changed the sheets.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, Eris.
Yeah.
You guys are so cute. Danica is like kind of like bewildered, but also just like, I have a friend. And then
Rin's gonna rap on the door.
Danica will instinctively stand to answer it unless Eris interrupts, but yeah, Danica will go.
It's her house, and if something hurts her, I'm right there.
Yeah, she opens the door and she sees you. Oh, Rin. Hi, come on in. Eris is here. Do you want some breakfast? Eris, is it okay?
Of course. She immediately runs off and makes another plate.
What? I'm mighty obliged. Thank you so much. Well, this
Come
bacon.
on in, come have something. And she puts it down. She always mimics him. Always.
She mimics everybody and it's great.
Well, smells divine. What did you put in these eggs? They smell so fragrant.
Oh, well, obviously you gotta do salt and pepper, but I also added some cayenne pepper, and on top of that, a little bit of cilantro. Some people don't like it very much because it tastes like soap, but not all the time.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
know
I
if
do
I
like the
believe that.
spicy.
I feel like I'm being gaslit when people say that because that just sounds silly.
I actually have no idea what any of this tastes like, but I know that I can cook because it was programmed.
Really? Were you a cook?
I'm a companion. And she puts the food in front of you.
Well, I mean, that's ridiculous that it tastes like soap unless you was washing the cilantro with soap. But I don't
Which
taste
you should
it.
wash your food if it's fresh, okay?
Probably
You
not with
definitely
soap,
should.
but with water and vinegar, maybe.
Makes more sense, yeah. Just suddenly I heard don't wash your food and my brain went and short-circuited a little.
It's understandable. And he digs right in and he starts like gulping down really fast. You can tell he's not eaten a meal in probably some time.
There's more. And I actually will bring out the last of it.
Well, shoot, I'll eat the whole thing. You know, I get sometimes so immersed in my work that I forget to eat. You know, sometimes Hank is there to give me like a muffin or something, but you know.
How is Hank? Is he using the eye drops?
Oh, I think you're getting confused. That's
Oh,
um,
sorry. How is Hank? Is he changing his socks?
Hank.
have
Hank
athlete
is
foot
changing
still.
his socks. We don't want his feet to smell down in the lab.
Yeah. I had to cure his athlete's foot last month. It was pretty aggressive.
Well, Grim's eyes is fine. You know, he been using them eye drops. He getting used to them. He's still kind of blurry vision. But I'm gonna take him to the tournament. Yeah, later tonight. He been he been
Oh.
a little too codgy. You know.
Oh yeah. Tournament. In fact, speaking of, I probably should be heading in soon. I gotta get my
At this point,
workstation
Hale,
cleaned off.
there's a knock on the door from Hale.
Whoa, everyone's showing up. Oh, Hale, come on in.
Is Dane here?
No, he never came home last night. He's got a new partner. He gives me the creeps.
Oh, he has a new partner.
Yeah, Mr. Weather Vane.
Dane's gay?
Oh, not that kind of partner. He might be. I don't know. He might be. You know what?
Maybe that's why he's so angry all the time.
He's definitely not gay. He's had a girlfriend before, but he could be bi.
That
You-
is fine.
Almost everyone in Zelatar is,
Why would you limit your options?
right?
That's true. I was just curious because he tried to kiss me. That was very awkward.
He tried to what?
What? He didn't tell you?
Hale kissed him to calm him down when he had a meltdown, so he thought in return that he should kiss him. And he was like, "Wait, let me kiss you."
Wait, what about... Oh, that's interesting.
And now you know.
I wish I didn't.
Hey, love him.
I really don't like hearing about my brother's sex life. It's kind of gross.
Well, we didn't have. Anyway,
Kisses
I need
are
to
part
talk-
of that. Ugh.
Hale, you want some
Canada.
breakfast?
You don't have to.
yes. Okay, thank you.
Come
Oh,
sit.
right. He can't.
I just
My-
pat Rin on the back and like shove more food over. Rin, darling, would you like it if I showed up every now and then and reminded you to eat something?
I mean, it might be good for my nutrition. I gotta, make some stuff to, make up for
Maybe
them.
maybe I could make some stuff in advance and you could keep it and just eat it when you're ready, like a meal prep.
That would be fantastic. I'd appreciate that much.
Eris, you're so
Okay.
nice.
Miss Harris.
Eris, you should charge for this service. I mean, not to Danica, but Rin. You'll be prepping for 3 people then, because I assume you will be prepping for both.
The
Rin and
platonic
Hank.
partner that you work with, Hank, and Grim is the one that has the eyes that we're looking for.
Yes, that's right.
It's okay.
Hank's rather large as well, so I'm sure he could eat.
I think Hank has his own house.
Does he?
You,
He doesn't live
Yeah.
there.
Always. Oh,
Well, I
I've never
mean,
met
he-
him outside of there.
he do live on his own, though he do like to spend a lot of time in the lab, so I can see how that can get a little twisted.
I would like to go to your lab later.
I'll show you all the instrumentals and all my research notes, things
I
I've been
have
working
something
on.
for you to look at.
Oh, well, yeah, yes, I'd be happy to do that.
Wonderful. And then she continues trying to make you eat more because she's like, you need to gain weight. like a proper nana.
Yeah, because, like, Gith are so skinny.
Mm-hmm. They are, and she's like, it's okay, I'll fatten him up.
He's so thin, he's missing his nose.
Hmm.
You guys finish eating. Eris, is it your plan to corner Gaius, and are you going to bring the gang, or are you gonna split off?
Oh my god, while they're eating, I totally I fill you in on all of this shit. So, I think Gaius is being mind controlled by possibly Esther. I
Are you
tried to
sure
talk to
he-
him last night and it hurt when he tried to say something that he shouldn't have. And then I was like, Oh, I could have probably helped with that, but that was after he left.
Are you sure he wasn't just angry? He's a very angry guy. Very
I
intimidating.
don't think so.
He is an angry guy.
We need to be
Does that
concerned.
anger ever get turned on you?
No, never. He got angry once
Oh,
at a gladiator for being rude to me, and he broke his finger and said that if he ever spoke to me that way again, he would break each one of his fingers at a time. And I told him he didn't have to go that far, and that all the other guy said was that I need to just shut up, bitch, and do my job. And oh, I've never seen him so mad.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I love watching people fall in love.
What? That's not what's happening.
Hale is also going to turn and like very gently put his hands on Danica's shoulder. If anyone ever hurts you, that includes, I don't know, your Gaius, you're going to tell us, right?
Oh, I mean, I guess I haven't thought about it. Yeah, I wouldn't hide that. I guess I never felt like I was in danger.
If
Whether you're
anyone
not-
ever
you're
hurts
in-
you, ever, or makes you sad, or anything like that, tell us.
I mean,
Don't tell Dane. Tell us.
oh, Dane would kill them.
Exactly. I'm just gonna break bones.
Well, so Dane
Oh,
did once show
so-
me where to kick somebody if they ever cross the line.
Oh, good.
Hmm.
Danica, would you like to learn how to handle a weapon?
I know how to handle a weapon.
Mm-hmm.
I know how to handle
Like
a crossbow.
Oh, that's good. Do you carry it with you?
I mean, we have one in the house in case I have to defend myself.
Work on finding you a hand crossbow to carry around with you.
Oh, that's what I have this for. And she pulls up her skirt and there's a dagger.
Good girl. I just pat her head. Good girl.
Boop. Look,
Pretty bones.
Dane definitely treats me like I'm 12, but I'm 25 and I know
Oh,
how
you're such
to.
a child.
Thank you.
Elves
years.
live very
Elf
long.
years. Sorry.
Oh, that's right.
You would be a baby at that point.
I'm not a baby though. I'm a grown woman.
I'm aware.
Yes, you are.
Oh, that sounded so...
I've had
That
boyfriends
still
before.
says ick when you heard someone kissed your brother.
Yeah, because it's my brother.
Yeah, but that grown women don't go ick.
They don't?
They don't?
No, that's not a good thing.
I mean, I know that the dungeon mistress has two brothers, and the thought of them kissing their wives makes her go, ugh.
It really bothers you that bad?
No,
Jesus.
I'm not going to go and tell them, don't kiss in front of me, but it's not something I linger my thoughts on.
You know, it's like, Jesus Christ.
I'm kidding.
You've
It's
had
best
boyfriends?
to treasure your youth.
Yeah, I had a boyfriend once. He's not here anymore.
Did Dane
Where
kill
did he
him?
go?
Oh,
Jesus
no,
Christ.
he's alive.
Hmm.
He told me he was a sailor. He told me he would show me the world and, well, one day his ship left and he left on it and he didn't come and get me.
You're too good for him then.
Describe this man to us, so in case we ever run into him.
Well, he was really tall. He had green eyes and dark hair, and he had like a little, and it doesn't matter. That was a couple years ago.
It's still duly noted.
Well, it wasn't.
If you could
that
draw a
serious.
picture for me to put into my memory banks, for me to just...
I don't. I don't want you to hurt him.
I'm gonna break every bone in his body.
We're
Well,
only going to break every bone. Anyway,
Only.
as much as I
I
would
won't
have
even take
liked
trophies.
it, I thought about it and I realized that I couldn't leave without Dane anyway. So it's better that he just left before I could get my hopes too high.
Do you want to leave the city?
There's got to be something else out there. They say there isn't, but what if they're just
There are other
saying that?
cities.
Yeah.
It was.
There are.
Well, Tizcar came from somewhere.
Right?
Not from here.
That's what he said. There's got to be more to this life. There's got to be more to this poor provincial town.
Also, I
The
wouldn't
largest
bother
town.
them. They having some fun in that. I was walking. Never mind. We're gonna go. Oh, this was nice breakfast and all. Thank you, Eris.
What's
Are we
happening?
discovering
Can
that
we go
Rin
and
is a
see
voyeur?
Gaius and see if we can fix him?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can fix Gaius.
Here's the thing.
What's wrong with Gaius?
He's being
Oh,
controlled. I don't know by what, but the thing is, if whatever sanctification is about to happen is happening on Rosewood, and it's not a good thing,
Yeah, I don't think
we should
I
have
want...
someone like Gaius ready to protect his people.
I definitely am not thrilled about the idea of some higher echelon demons coming and
Along with, I look at Hale and I just kind of like very, very like, without moving my lips, you just hear very softly, Pia's family.
I need to talk to you about that, actually.
Okay.
Oh, am I not allowed to hear about that? Because I can go now.
It's
No. Well, just don't mention it around Dane or anything. Just a whole bunch of bad things are coming to Rosewood, and I would like to save this place. It's the only other home I've had.
Yeah. Why can't Dane know about this?
Oh, he doesn't like when we tell you things.
Oh, you don't want him to know that I know, not
Yeah.
that you don't want him to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I think he thinks I'm stupid sometimes.
Yeah, but Dane's stupid.
Yeah, I kind of
exactly.
I kind of let him think that so that I can have a life.
Fair. He would keep you chained up if he could.
Because I need
to protect her.
He wouldn't see it that way, but you're not wrong. Look, I don't remember our parents because I was too young, but he remembers our parents. He remembers our mom and he remembers our dad. And so I think it made him who he is. Unfortunately, I don't remember anything about them.
Maybe that is a blessing in disguise.
Maybe. I do wonder,
I
though.
bet you they're proud of you.
I wonder if I look more like my mom or my dad.
You know, there are longer lived races here. You might find someone you could ask that knew them.
Maybe. I don't think Dane would like that, though.
He doesn't have to know.
Fair.
Now, come on, pretty girl, let's go to work.
You guys coming?
Yep. And then I
Yeah,
put the food in her
Yeah.
hands so that she can bring it to Gaius.
Hot diggity dang, let's go.
Okay, she leads you into the pillar and down the stairs to the lower levels. The street level of the pillar is like where a lot of the shopping for the residents is. And then the lower you go, the more Fangbreaker territory it is. She leads you to the second to the last level where the clinic is. And then... Actually, does she lead you here or does she lead you... Oh, she leads you actually to the pit, the very bottom. because I know it looks like it's all crazy right now. Let me turn this off. Boop, 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 boop. And then let me say it's daytime now. Ta-da! Gaius's office is through the this northern area is the armory. This is where they outfit their gladiators. You have to request either, so you'd have to go here. This door is words are hard.
It's just
This is an
black.
armory. Oh, you don't see because I gotta drag you on. There. Now do you see?
Yes.
Okay. So
Here's Dane.
so this is the pit. I know it shows a lot of dudes, but that's like when there's fighting. Right now there's like practicing happening. They're someone cleaning the blood from the actual ring. There are little groups of gladiators doing their jogs and their warm-ups and their exercises. Managers are speaking to each other, trying to like organize everything. The home barracks are here to the east, and the away barracks are here to the west. To the north is the armory where people can go in and request arms. So there is like a little antechamber with one of those windows where you can like request stuff, and Danica leads you there into the room and requests that they see Gaius. At first, the person behind the glass, who's like an older, like one-eyed fang breaker, so a Yanagu tiefling, kind of like resists a little bit. Like, Gaius is busy. He's in his office. He's not taking visitors. And then
He's taking visitors.
Danica goes, just tell him it's Danica. And then she pulls out one of the muffins that's packed up and says, and I'll give you this if you do. the guy kind of like looks around, takes the muffin. He's like, be right back. He'll leave, and then Danica sits down in the waiting, like just kind of like twiddling her thumbs nervously.
Devious. I'm proud of you.
I don't know how he's gonna react. I've never.
Bet you he's here in like 4 seconds. Tripping over himself.
You hear a loud bang as someone trips and falls, and then head pops up, and it's the guy, the one-eyed guy. And then he goes, sorry, I left a axe on the floor. Let me unlock. He unlocks the door to let you in, and leads you through the armory. You see like all of the spears and axes, like everything is just like all organized, lined up, all the gear. And you can see that on his desk there's this giant ledger where he is like tracking like the in and that, like who's taking shit and then who's returning it. He leads you around to the door to Gaius's office, and then he gives a little knock and then opens the door. And Gaius, here, let me just move you all in so you can see where you went. You went here. Then you went here. Then you went in here. And then you went up here. And then you are going into Gaius's office. Where he is sitting at his desk.
I wave.
He like lifts his head up. He was rubbing his temples, and then he looks at you all. The fuck are you guys doing here?
First of all, I'm not taking that tone, okay? Second of all, Danica brought you food, so enjoy it.
He looks bewildered. Danica's doing this. Eris made it, and we thought that.
Danica, you were supposed to say that you made it.
I'm sorry, I forgot the backstory. What is this about?
We made you breakfast. Here.
Why?
Because you need to eat.
I ate, actually.
Are you going to waste my food?
Are you
Do you
going
know
to
how
reject
people,
Danica's
do you know how many
gift?
people starve in this city? And you're just going to waste my food?
Did you just pull that there are starving people on the other end
I
of
did,
Zelatar?
yeah.
What can I do for you?
Oh, I just forgot to do this last night. And I walk up and I cast protection from good and evil on him.
What does that do?
I don't know because I gotta read it first. Hang on. I don't think I have any remove curse shit. Protection from good and evil. Where is protection from good and evil? Do I even
Wait,
have that?
you came here without the spell prepared?
I don't know how to switch the spells.
Well, I don't think you can. As a paladin, I don't think you just get to prepare and unprepare spells. You
Don't you?
No.
For long rest?
I don't think that's a paladin thing. I think that's a cleric
Oh
thing.
shit. I gotta see what spells I have. Where does my spell... How do I find spells in here, please?
Yeah, I can help you. Okay, open up character sheet. Go down to spells. The tabs
cool.
are
Okay,
on
detect good and evil. Detect magic. Detect poison and disease.
protection.
I-
There it is.
You have third level.
Yeah, they can't be possessed or gain the charmed or frightened conditions from them. If they already are, such a creature has advantage on the new saving throw. Well, I have to make a saving throw.
She walks up and touches his shoulder as she gives him puts the food in front of him and casts. There's just this silver glow that comes from her hands, and then and a red that glows in her eyes as she casts protection from good and evil.
Okay, let's see how he does on his save. His charisma is
Come on.
+0.
Come on.
Advantage. God damn it. He rolled a
Holy
9.
shit,
But
man.
you see
Plus-
him go.
Oh, wait. I don't have an aura yet, do I? Fuck. Do I have an aura?
Oh, okay.
Do I add anything for allies?
I don't
No, not
think
yet.
Where do I
so.
find this? Dang it.
It would be
I'm trying to really
your
help here.
Protection.
Hold on a second. I want to see something real quick.
Where is my shit?
You guys definitely get
Are you
the you get the wait, that's not
I have harness divine power. You holy symbol regain.
Are you a 5th level paladin?
I am a 5th level paladin.
You should be able to prepare remove curse.
I will let you retroactively prepare a different curse, remove curse if that is available to you since this was your plan. Though I would say hold on. Okay. You
You give me technology and it's the end of the world to me.
Hold on. Here's the thing. You see, you forced him to make a saving throw, confirming that he is indeed charmed. Many of you would know that a way to end a charm effect is if the target receives harm.
I punch him in the face.
So you cast it. He goes, ugh, and then you see him like shaking, a reaction that would only happen if he was indeed being charmed. And then he like looks up. What are you trying to do? And then roll an unarmed strike, please.
Jesus Christ, this
So
is the end of the
I was
game.
wrong. I was wrong about paladins. I thought that you couldn't change your prepared spells, but that is incorrect. So yeah, this is really funny.
Unarmed strike.
I just think it's really funny that you're punching him in the face.
Okay.
Danica screams.
Just slide, shut up, don't alert people.
No, she gasps. She goes,
Oh
Holy
yeah, come on,
shit.
26.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
clock
yeah,
him.
yeah, 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 yeah. Roll your. I think it's just 1 damage, is it not?
It's whatever
Yeah,
her
there's
strength modifier
Oh yeah.
is.
What's your strength
strength
modifier?
modifier.
It is 4, so 5 damage. You just did 5 damage to him.
I just bam.
Um, yeah, he's in the middle of talking, and then your fist just hits him in the face. Danica goes, everyone, it's just awkward. Everyone is just still. Gaius doesn't really flinch because he's used to getting hit in the face, but he just kind of like still. He slowly opens his eyes.
I'm like, and by the way, my eyes are like right next to him. Like my face is right here.
He takes his
Did it work?
nose, pops it back into position, and then
I put a
looks.
finger on his nose and then just cast the one healing point to fix it.
You boop him for it.
Yeah, I boop him for healing.
And then he
Did it work?
blinks. What the fuck is going on?
Did it work?
I did it work? Did what work? You hit my nose. Ow. Ow. Oh,
You were being
Danica,
controlled.
hello.
You didn't even know that she was here?
What are you guys doing in my office? What is happening right now?
Oh my god, guys, he was being mind controlled. I was right.
I was what?
I tried to talk to you last night, but you were kind of an asshole, and I realized that when you tried to talk to me about something, it physically hurt you. So I came and we fixed it. Yeah.
Who the fuck is mind controlling me?
I think it's Esther, because there's some sort of sanctimonial rite going on, and all of your combatants are getting, what are those things called? Runes in their chests.
Come
and
into
heads?
the infirmary and I'll show you.
Yeah.
Also, Danica
Eris
made
is just
food.
excited that she figured it
Danica
out.
made me food. He kind of like looks at the food and then he looks at Danica and Danica's like,
Danica made you food.
yeah. That was, I usually eat in the mess hall with the things, but thank you. I will
well, now
be
you have
sure
lunch.
to pack this up and save it. All right. What do you want to show me? And then
We move aside.
yeah, you all head up to the infirmary and you see the ones who are the losers. They all have the mark of Gratz carved in the forehead. Gaius is just like
What was
seething.
the last thing you remember?
I approached chosen Lady Esther to welcome her to our. Yeah, I came to welcome her and her posse to the pillar, as I always do with high profile.
When?
It was shortly after she arrived.
Okay, but we've already had the first round of combat. So when did she arrive? How long have you been being mind controlled?
What is today?
Day 2? Guys, I can't answer this.
She came the night before.
Before or after you walked Danica home?
Oh, I remember walking Danica home and having a very uncomfortable dinner with all of you.
How's that? Okay, so after we left and you left, you went and saw Esther, and that's when you got whammied.
You're telling me that she whammied me? And his
Yeah, she
fist kind of balls up.
Okay, just grab that for a second. In the arena, there was a moment where you went to challenge her, when she started carving on someone for the first time and she looked at you and you froze in fear. That's not Gaius. So,
Clearly wasn't me. I don't freeze in fear. What do you mean?
why do you think I figured out something was wrong?
Okay. So, what you're saying is that Gratz is sending his underlings to take over my fighting ring for some weird religious bullshit.
Yeah. And something bad is about to happen to Rosewood because they're doing something called sanctifying it.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
But you was mind controlled so easily. I mean,
It's
Do
okay,
you
it's
have
not that
anything
we don't-
else to share with the class?
Okay, it's not that we aren't okay. The reason I came to free you is because if we're gonna do something, we need the fucking leader of the Blood Pits.
Yeah, we need to get that bitch out of my territory.
So we need to figure out what's going on and the easiest way to do that because she's not here alone. She's here with like 5 Lamias.
Right.
The ladies of what was it?
Ladies
The ladies of
pain.
Lost. Ladies of Lost.
Ladies of Pain? They might be.
Ladies of Pain. They cause me so much pain.
Yeah, these chosen definitely have an entourage. All right. Well, we definitely don't want to let them know that we know they're up to something.
So you have to pretend that you're still under her charm.
Ugh.
Oh, it's so hard for you.
Ugh.
I know.
She's. Yeah. He looks so uncomfortable.
There.
All right, we
There,
need
there.
more information. We need to know how big her entourage is, who's here. I need to keep the tournament going. We need to know if she's made any other allies. It wasn't my idea to invite her.
No,
So,
they're coming down to do this themselves because of Gratz or something.
well, the one who owns the building, Mr. Rosewood, he and I have a deal. I run the pit. I provide security for Rosewood. And he and his family, the Rosewood's been in his family since before this. It was his idea to invite higher ups to bring in revenue.
So then he's possibly working with them.
Possibly. I don't really like him.
Well, from what I know, once this is all done, there's going to be a wonderful choir of screams.
No, there's not going to be because we're going to take care of this. Thanks for punching me in the face.
You're welcome.
He like pops his nose just a little bit more because it was like.
Do you want me to
slightly
fix it just a little bit?
I got it. It's fine. It's okay. Really.
well, you know, what you could wear in case somebody does punch you is one of my armor face shields. It contorts to your face.
Yeah,
Protects
I'm
you
not
when you
gonna.
get struck,
I am not gonna wear that.
but it'll
Try.
help your nose from getting busted all the time. Just saying, you know.
Thank you, Rin. I am not afraid of my nose getting busted. But let us. I will continue. How did I act when I don't remember? What do I need to do? How do I look mind controlled?
You. No. Be exactly what you are, just when she's around, be silent.
Have that
Because
1,000-mile stare.
you were fine to everyone else, but her, whenever she tested you, you clammed up.
Okay. In the meantime, should I... What if she charms me again?
Well, you could always come and do check-ins, and I can see if that's happened.
Am I going to remember to do a check-in if I get charmed?
Okay, so
Password?
if you... Password. Okay, what's the password?
I'm asking you.
Oh, the password is Danica. No, that's too easy.
Yeah, he like looks over at Danica. Danica turns bright red. He goes,
How
I
about roses?
prefer not to put her in danger by just...
Roses.
Roses. Okay. If I say roses, I
Then
mean...
you're fine. And you don't really seem like you have the need to say roses often.
Rose, but yeah.
If you don't
Rosewood doesn't
remember-
count. Roses does. What else? We could...
It's fine.
New
It's
at
fine. It's fine. You're doing great.
If you don't remember roses, I get to punch him next time.
Sure.
Why do I feel like I'm in danger right now?
Art, how
You're
could
not
you
in danger.
possibly be in danger right now? You're like 8 sizes bigger than all of us.
He reaches back to his nose briefly and gives a little amused. He doesn't smile often, this man, but when he does, he only smiles with his right side, and it just kind of turns slightly upward. And he does like a tongue, like where he like...
Gotta stop that smile.
All right. I will continue business as planned. You said at the end of the tournament she plans a sacrifice.
Yeah. We're leading up to something.
Do we want to spring a trap?
We could.
She might have an entourage, but if you can single them out, take them out one by one.
I look at myself. Have you seen how big a lamia is?
Lamias are all bark, very little bite. I have perfect faith that you could take out a lamia by herself.
Okay. Let's work on
Esther
finding out what's happening.
might be a little rough, but
But if against all of us?
Will they notice that their entourage is missing? Like,
well, you might have to set something up. Have to use your brains.
We
Yeah.
have time. It's only the first day.
Tonight I will run the next set of games. Tomorrow winners play winners.
I can go with Colette again tonight and see if I can hear more information about what's happening.
Perfect. After the games, meet me back here. Report what you find.
Sounds good, boss man.
Right.
She gives a little smile, tosses her hair.
Perfect. Again, thanks for punching me in the face.
You're welcome.
I don't particularly respect charm spells.
Yes, they force people to do stuff against their will. That's horrible.
It's unacceptable.
She's nodding along. And every time that she nods along, she looks at Danica and is just like, oh, happy for you.
Danica is just sitting here like this, like, this is scary, this is scary, this is
I open my arms
scary."
for like a hug for her.
She just kind of like does the lean in.
I hug her. No one's going to hurt you.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you should probably keep Danica away from me just in case I don't say roses.
I think you will need to find someone else to walk you home for the next few days.
Yeah.
Or one of us can come do it.
How about
oh,
you
shoot, I
just
do.
take a few days off from work? Danica. I'll pay you regardless. You don't have to worry about that. But I need to help. We're overloaded in work. I just don't think it's safe for you. Well, I have friends who will protect me.
I will protect you.
So will
I can pick her up. I will drop her off and I will pick her up.
Okay. Just yeah.
And you're not to go anywhere alone with him.
At least until we get the chosen out of
Yes,
here.
and afterwards you can go on a date. Ah, I wonder what it's like to fall in love.
Dinoid?
She's just
You are going into territory I do not much care for.
I
You
don't
don't like
care.
Danica?
Danica is a respectable young woman, and you are embarrassing her right now. Danica is like this. Like,
I give her a kiss on the forehead and I'm like, okay, go to work.
uh-huh.
Okay.
So
All
you
right, guys.
noticed she was a woman. Okay. All right. Well, when you come to see me, though, try not to be seen yourself. Don't want to give the game away.
Or just give us a reason to always see you.
I mean, I could always plunder my armor wares on you every day.
I'm literally a sex worker. Maybe you just called for me for some sex.
They would definitely know
I'm
something
a top
is up.
earner. Wow, are you fucking celibate? Jesus.
No, absolutely not. I just am busy with work.
God, your poor hand.
Also, I was charmed by a Lilitu. I imagine a Lilitu charmed individual is not interested in anybody else but the Lilitu who charmed them.
That's fair. Okay, well, we'll try and sneak in and out.
Also, I'm not celibate. I just don't have to pay for sex. Anyways, bye guys.
When he says that, she looks a little hurt. Like, what's wrong with having to pay for sex? She walks away, her head down.
All right. Yeah.
Go rip the wires out.
No, he wasn't trying to hurt your feelings. He's just so uncomfortable talking about the shit. He's used to hanging around a bunch of rowdy boys and girls who fight all the time. And yeah, you don't
Listen, we just walked in and went, don't you fucking talk to me that way. Breakfast.
I've actually never thought about his sex life before this. So now I'm like, huh. Look, he can get some. He's just been busy, you know?
Ren, would you like
Yes,
to look
madame.
at the things that I wanted to show you? And hell, you could talk about Thea while it's happening.
I mean,
Hale's
there's plenty
gonna
of
make
room
sure
in my
that-
lab.
Hale is going to make
I
sure
thought you said
that
on my lap. That sounds like something
Right here, baby!
There's plenty of room on my lap.
just making sure that Gaius isn't there.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you guys leave the area. You drop Danica off at her job. Scary Mary is like, "You're late." And she's like, "Sorry, Mary."
The way I look at this woman that's like, you're late. My eyes go red. I'm like,
Her eyes match you in red. This is like one of those older
I'll
women
find you later.
who are very scary and strict. She kind of looks like a Mrs. McGonagall type.
No fear. Like, don't you talk to my baby that way. That's my child. I birthed her.
All right. Yeah, you start walking back to Rin's.
So, Thea. You don't remember what you wanted to say, did you?
No. Hale is very, hesitant to say it out in the open, but...
Okay. Well, we're almost there. We're almost at Rin's.
Okay. So I believe the plan may to be her up slightly or a lot. Just
Beat her up.
not. Yes.
You want to beat Julius up?
That's the problem.
Yeah.
I would like Fia out of Julius so that Julius can be himself. There is at least Dane and Tiscar and I all agree Fia cannot possess Cora.
You remember when we first started this whole thing and we fought the monsters in the sewers? Julius
Mhm.
single-handedly took them all out. You want us to beat Julius up?
Hmm. Hmm. I mean, he is a vampire. He's vampire spawn, but still, he's not helpless.
Yes, I know. But the longer Fia is in Julius's body, the less likely that he will return intact.
So how seriously we talking about kicking this
This is just a
Julius' butt?
plan at this point. There are things that I need to research and get ready. Actually, I will need your help with this, Rin.
What are you trying to do? What? Where? I think you would want to move her from one place to another?
Correct. I am looking to prepare a secondary vessel.
I mean,
It's been a
if worse
long
comes
time.
to worse.
No, that's not an option. You're our friend. We can't be taking those types of risks.
But I don't have a soul. So, you could, if we had to, store one. Maybe.
Be weird.
There are a variety of reasons why it is something I'm hesitant to do. Mostly because Julius would be upset if Fia is harmed. Mother would be upset if Fia is harmed. And also, I believe Mother would prefer you and Fia as separate people.
And if you
Yes,
was
most
Fia,
likely.
how are you gonna protect Danica on her walks home?
That's fair. That's a good point. You're right. Could we make something likely?
You're rather special.
Well, that's why I came. I wanted you to. Well, I wanted you. This is more awkward than I thought it would be. Uh, take me apart.
Why would we dismantle you?
Not entirely, but to learn how things are working. I've been trying to upgrade myself on my own, and I've only gotten this far.
Oh, you would like for us to familiarize ourselves with your anatomy, so upgrade.
I look at Rin and I go, I have some wires that keep fixing themselves every time I break them.
Well, it's not necessarily the way wires work, but I could take a look at it.
And she's like, don't freak out as she begins to take off her skin suit and like the weapon, take off her weapon, all that stuff. And then you have yourself a very voluptuous android in front of you. Smooth plating, by the way. Her armor or her plating, it's the armor of gleaming, so she's always shiny.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind making this a weekly checkup just to get you familiarized with the inner workings of your mechanical self.
If it pleases you.
Ooh.
And then she'll actually take off, like move her hair and take off the piece where she keeps snapping those wires to show you it.
Well, let's start with the first question. Why are we disconnecting these wires? Are they doing harm to you? Is it affecting you in a mental capacity, a physical capacity?
I mean, I suppose you could think of it like a lobotomy.
You're doing lobotomy on yourself?
Yes. Anytime I feel angry or sad, I cut them again.
So you want these emotions to not happen? Is like permanently, or do you
I mean,
want?
that's the goal. Yeah. I would like to not be mad or sad.
All right, I could probably do something about it. Seems like they's magically enhanced. So if you disconnect them, they automatically connect. So we'll have to figure out a way to disable that from happening.
Nods. Yes, yes.
But it won't be an immediate thing. This will probably take me a little bit, like a week to figure out if
Oh,
I'm
you're
just
so
dedicated
smart.
to it. Cool. Well, anything else ailing you while we got you in your um, voluptuous form?
How? Where can I fit in more upgrades?
I would have to do a full body scan, get you, figure out where the cavities are, where wiring central parts is, but we could probably upgrade you. What you thinking? You want to jump higher? You want to like have that stronger sheeting, so if someone strikes you, you don't feel it? I mean, guys
All
limit.
of this sounds wonderful. I, my end game is to kill Grajit.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, I think we're a little ways away from that, but
It's a start.
enhancements is my thing, so I'm happy to do all this. We'll just set it up on a weekly basis, and we'll kind of apply them, see what happens before we go fully commit to the whole thing.
I feel like from now on, whenever Eris levels up, it's a Rin
Oh
upgrade.
yeah, I go to Rid and he has to. Yeah.
Love it.
Any of like the magical items, they get put into her. Like her hands, you'll notice as you're like looking at them, they are gauntlets of ogre power, of ogre strength
Fuck yeah.
that she was able to put into herself.
Right, I have a loot for you guys, but you haven't fought anything. Okay. Don't worry, you guys are getting loot this game. Not today. This game. Wonderful.
Hell, you had a concern that seemed like you wanted me to do while Eris is getting dressed back up. What can I do for you?
The gold.
Like,
Have you managed to?
I've been working on it. I think I gotten a little bit more potent in the effects of it, but without having the real thing in like a huge supply, it's really hard to synthesize.
Hale will supply the nail that he got from the other undead.
Oh, well, this will help.
It will never be in large supply. So please make do with what you can.
Understood. But I wasn't really referring to that. I thought you said something about fear.
Oh, yes.
Could we make another me to put her in a body?
I
I think you're
mean,
slightly too complicated to replicate, but maybe there's another copy of you somewhere? Were you the
What?
only one made?
I was the only successful one made.
A sex
There were
one made.
a sex one. The only successful one made. There were bodies.
You remember where?
Yes. You know where I live. I could bring you home.
I mean, that might be the easier option than trying to create a Warforged from scratch. That's a little above my pay grade.
There
Don't you
are
sell yourself short.
3 current options that I am entertaining. 1, we find a body suitable, such as one of the failures that Eris knows of. We might need to repair it and make sure that it is in functioning. This essentially is enough of us. Alternatively, we would perhaps convince Darkstar to house Fia.
I don't think Fia would do that.
True, but I don't think if we have to beat up Fia, I don't think she really has a choice.
Here's my issue with beating up Fia and not having her move on her own. We already have one big problem happening with whatever sanctification is. On top of that, we have her family coming. So beating up Fia and being on her bad side seems like a bad idea. If her family does come, we're gonna want her protection.
This is true, but I don't know if Fia is in her right mind. Well, clearly not, but
We also can't
she
lose
may be
Julius.
generally unwilling to leave.
Well,
The final option I would like to offer is if we cannot prepare the... I don't know what to call you. What are you?
me?
Yes, you.
Oh, I'm a companion.
What did your creator call you other than a companion? Are you a
Yes.
golem of some kind? Are you...
He called me Eris, or companion, or sweetheart.
Yes, sweetheart then. If we cannot prepare another sweetheart in time, I do have... Mother did provide this. Also, Mother kind of owes you an apology, is what she said. And Hale pulls out the little bunny.
Well, how
Thanks.
cute!
That's way too cute for Mother. The same.
Well, Mother received this from Fia, so it does have the added benefit of being something dear to her. Not Mother, but probably Fia.
We could put it inside a bot.
Oh, like the bunny in the bot. Be it in the
Yeah.
bunny in the bot.
Yeah.
Like
But
This is
think
getting more and more complicated.
I
think of
love
the
that,
bot as
though.
more like a shell until she finds a body she is interested in.
Yes.
How complicated of a robot we talking about? Like a little floor cleaning bot? Or we talking about
a sweet.
it gotta be
If we're talking
humanoid?
about... If we're talking about something similar or a predecessor to Eris, something fairly complicated.
That's why I thought maybe you would want to start getting a look at me now.
I mean, I could make her a tiny robot body, and then she wouldn't be so terrifying.
Well, you could
I
just use
feel
this
like
then.
She would. Yeah, I feel like she would still be terrifying.
Just smaller. That checks. She was terrifying in the whispers.
In any case, we need to decide on which one of these three choices. We seem to be leaning towards putting her into a separate body. Either
Well, she
depending
can't
on if we can
stay in Julius.
exactly. But I need to know so that I can prepare the
So choices are
Operations.
find a sweetheart, where Eris can lead you to where she used to live, or stick her in the bunny.
stick her in the bunny.
And
I
I
feel
will
like
prepare the
one is
whatever
gonna
you
be-
choose. I'll prepare the components to that in game.
One is going to be more acceptable than the other to her.
Is your plan to convince her, not to fight her or push her, but to actually try and convince her?
I believe that's the case.
So just playing a little bit of devil's advocate here. What are we saying? Maybe the probability that Fia kicks Julius out of Julius's body into this other body. Is that something that can happen?
That I am not certain because Julius's soul is tied to his body than Fia, but it is not beyond her to do.
But you can pull Fia's soul back into her phylactery.
That's the thing. I don't know if I can. That is why we are preparing a second.
Well, we could always go back to the repository and see if we could find information on how to do that.
I've already asked Aru to look into. We would need to prepare
What a good kitty.
things. Oh yes. Aru seems to like chin scritches. So I found.
Yes, all kitty likes chin kisses.
Except for Titea.
She only pretends to like them with her customers.
Oh, okay.
Whenever she gets it done, she goes, and then as soon as she turns her head and makes eye contact with Hale, she goes,
I don't know who Titea is.
Titea is the
It's-
tabaxi that Hale is rooming with. It's his roommate.
Yeah.
She's a tabaxi that works at Mother's Love. So Eris knows
Ah,
Titea.
Well, it sounds like we got plenty of options to choose from.
The
Hopefully
sooner
one
we
of them
decide.
works.
Yes, the sooner we decide, the more preparations I can get.
Do you want to decide right now? We have to wrap things up here in a minute. Do you want to decide right now, or do you want us to just like pick something and then before next week, and then I can.
Bunny.
Huh?
Bunny.
Hale votes for Bunny. Yeah, I guess we could just vote. Hale votes Bunny. Eris, what is your vote?
I personally would hate being stuck in a bunny. So I vote finding
This is
some sort
temporarily.
of other body. Just temporarily. That
It
she
is
can't do
implied.
any-
It is implied that if she is put into an inanimate object, she will be able to animate it. So she'll be walking
Yeah,
around like a bunny.
she'll be yeah,
She'll be
that
powerless,
just seems like
though.
rage. Exact. That seems like rage that I'm against getting backhanded with later. So, I'm either for finding a body or going to find a body at my old house.
Okay, so looking for a.
Eris is neutral. She'll find if you point at someone and is like that
Right.
person
I
right
just
there.
mean we need to decide as a party,
right. We're
so
just
I
deciding.
know what content to prepare.
Yeah.
Rin, what is your vote? And then we can ask Tizkar and Dane too before we
Yeah.
decide anything.
I would say the robot or the bunny option, just because the bunny feels like it'd be hilarious to me, but
Okay, so you
robot
just
voted
seems
for bunny,
like it'd
we'll
be
do
more
bunny.
feasible.
Oh, yeah, it's just temporarily Bunny until we can.
Oh yeah, what if you stuck
I'm
her in
saying
a
that-
bunny and then prepared a robot body for her to get her into
Listen.
Julius?
Right.
Just it wasn't me, and I'm gonna make that clear to her.
She also, Hale has a good point. She really isn't in her right mind right now and might need some talking down, and some fixing. Right now, she seems to be just being in proximity to Cora is negatively affecting her mental state. Um, but I already have something going on with that here soon. Um, as in fact, so as we end the session with all of you in Rin's lab discussing what to do, and the camera pans out, a little cloaked figure is peeking through the window watching you all. Cora, hiding in a little cloak, has
She fucking lost her.
She-
She fucking lost her.
she snuck out. And that's where we're gonna end the session. We'll pick back up. We'll see what Tiskar and Dane were up to next week, and then we'll pick right back up when you get a little visit from a little bird. Wonderful job, everyone. Let's do some golden buzzers. Starting with Retsu.
The whole Danica thing, so Eris. So,
Yeah, that was funny. Rin.
got to make fun of Danica.
Poor Danica.
The mother conversation where ultimately the bunny comes into play. So, Hale.
Okay, wonderful. Eris.
I really liked the interaction with Mother and Hale, and how you were like, "I got it for you." It was just, I liked it. I liked the character growth that happened in that section.
Amazing. Okay. Retsu, you get 2 D10s to use on either any of your rolls to add to the result. And so do you, Eris. So this can be added to a damage roll, a healing roll, or a skill check.
Okay. And they don't add up, right? Like the last one that I never used is gone. Yes.
No, you can keep it.
Oh, okay.
Keep a dish of dice.
Okay.
All right, guys, I'm going to cut you loose. I had a fun time with you. You all did so
Bye.
good. Bye, everybody. Okay, guys. Is it a bit early? No, remember, Steven, we have to end at 7:30 because wait, did we change? Did the time change? All I know is Steven has to go to work soon. Like, that's why I have to end. But so if we're early, it's by like 30 minutes, but this is a good time to end, honestly. So sometimes I can push it to 8, but he does have to go to work, unfortunately. I forgot that it's not daylight savings time anymore. I don't know. It's 7:30 right now. But anyways, thank you all for watching. I can't wait to see what they decide to do with Via. And we will see you all next week